My video for March the 15th, 2018 is entitled, Imagine a World Where Lies Are Impossible. Those who have followed the popular music scene will surely remember the John Lennon classic, Imagine. It's hard to imagine all the people living life in peace in the insane world we call modern. How can anyone live in peace when those who want to control the world have profited from inciting wars and financing both sides? How do they get away with such deception? They lie. They are masters of deception, and many humans have played along with this demonic sham, thinking they could benefit at the expense of everyone else. Just look at the world many of us helped to create. Look at it. Now, what if we were all given a truth serum of some sort that prevented us from lying? I have envisioned such a world since early childhood, calling it the kingdom of heaven on earth. But what is truth? The simplest answer is, I am. No, I do not mean myself personally. I mean each one of us can say, I am. When we reach that point, each recognizing the other as just another me, we will achieve what has not been achieved throughout history. John Lennon in verse 1 wrote, Imagine there's no heaven, it's easy if you try. No hell beneath us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It's easy, it isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Those are some of the most profound words ever written in modern culture. And of course, they killed him. They kill all the dreamers, like me. In one way or another, they attempt to shut us up. They want the message squashed. Who are they? Yes, some of us are they. Some of us are part of that deception. Some of us think that we can get by on lies. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I've never told a lie. I have inadvertently lied, although most of the time when I've been lying, I didn't know I was lying. I thought what I was saying was the truth because it was what was presented to me and what seemed obvious. But like everyone else on this planet, I've been deceived. Yeah, it's hard to admit, isn't it? But it's necessary to admit it. We would all like to prosper and be in health. We would all like to live a life that's relatively carefree. And yet it's hard to imagine being carefree because we have nothing to compare it to. I was at an anesthesia discussion group tonight where this was the first one in a new group that's just formed. Tonight was the very first night, as I said. And some of us have read the books, all 9 of them that have been released into English. And some are just starting out that are part of the group. But Anastasia had talents, gifts, and abilities way beyond you and me. She could dematerialize in one place and rematerialize in another place like that? Can you do that? I can't either. She could. Now you may say that's fiction. Vladimir thought he was having the wool pulled over his eyes, but she demonstrated certain things to him, and he became a believer. We watched some of the videos of him being interviewed in the meeting tonight. Yeah. We have lots of things that we could do if we could get out of the bondage of the lie. The old saying that's been around a long time, you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. And I've said that before, and it has been said that, but first it'll piss you off. What we have been living as humanity is not truth. All of the religions have been infiltrated. Of course, all of the politics have been infiltrated. All of the business apparatus and money systems have been infiltrated. The medical profession has been infiltrated. The legal profession is the masters of infiltration. And of course, the banking system goes right along with that. They go together. And I'm tired. Folks, I'm tired of struggling. We talked about tonight how we can be regenerated. And I just read a message just since coming home. Only read one email. Of all the ones that I've gotten to go through, I only opened one. And the message was that those changes are coming, where we're going to be able to reverse aging and be rejuvenated. And I need that. I've had some serious symptoms happening in my world, especially recently with all of the trauma that's been going on. I can't control anybody else, and I don't want to control anybody else, but I don't want to be silenced either. I want to be heard. We all want to be heard. And we need to listen to one another, not argue, not try to prove that we're right and the other person's wrong. That's craziness. We need to listen. And we need to do our best to embrace the other as lovingly as possible. Now, some people don't want to play that game. They are paid shills, and they try to infiltrate everybody's website, or not website, but videos and stuff like that, and try to derail what I'm trying to do, because it would end the system of lies. It would end the corruption. It would end the manipulation. We would be free at last, without dying, without going to some netherworld of spirit. But we would bring heaven to earth. And we could literally transform everything. Transform it all. But we have to stop lying. We have to stop being deceived. And we have to be willing to open up to one another so that we can hear the best things that each of us has to offer. And we all have pieces of the puzzle. Nobody has it all. We all have it, and it's there to be shared if we are only willing to share it. Yes, you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join me, and the world will live as one. Thank you for listening. Namaste.